This is how you stay motivated during the weekend. My friend, listen carefully. Because what I'm about to share with you is not just advice, it is a blueprint, a pattern, a spiritual law that can reshape your life if you truly receive it. Weekends were never designed to make you escape your life. They were designed to help you create it. When the world slows down, your mind finally becomes loud enough for you to hear the truth inside you. The truth about who you are, what you were created to be, and the future that belongs to you. But most people waste this powerful time. They wait for motivation to appear magically. They wait for inspiration to knock on their door. They wait for life to get easier. And while they wait, their purpose fades, their clarity fades, their confidence fades. But you are not most people. You are here because something inside you is calling you to rise. Something inside you knows there is more to your life than work days and off days, pressure and rest, routines and distractions. You know there is a greater version of you waiting for you to align your mind, your imagination, and your belief. And that is why this weekend matters. Because how you use these 2 days will determine the quality of the next 5 days. Your weekend is not an interruption in your purpose. Your weekend is part of your purpose. Neville Goddard said something extraordinary. Your life is shaped not by the world outside, but by the imagination inside you. Your weekend is the time when imagination becomes stronger. When your mind is quiet, your inner world becomes clearer. The question is, what are you imagining? What movie plays inside your mind when there is no noise, no deadlines, no pressure? Are you imagining defeat? Are you imagining doubts? Are you imagining the same routine? Or are you imagining the life you truly desire? Let me tell you something powerful. Your weekend imagination is the seed of your weekday reality. If you spend your weekend imagining the worst, you enter Monday with fear. If you spend your weekend imagining nothing, you enter Monday with confusion. But if you spend your weekend imagining your future with clarity, confidence, and boldness, you enter Monday with purpose. The weekend is where motivation is born. The weekend is where dreams are rebuilt. The weekend is where your inner speech becomes your outer life. But here is the mistake most people make. They think motivation comes from watching videos, listening to speeches, or waiting for great moments. But true motivation, lasting motivation, comes from one powerful place: your inner speech. What you say to yourself when no one is listening, what you whisper in your mind before you sleep, what you imagine when you're alone, what you allow in your thoughts when the world is quiet. Neville Goddard taught that your inner speech is always creating. Every moment, every hour, every weekend. You cannot stop imagining, but you can choose what you imagine. My friend, this is where your power is hidden. Let me ask you a question, an honest question. What are you telling yourself this weekend? Are you telling yourself you're tired? Are you telling yourself you have no discipline? Are you telling yourself you always start on Monday? Are you telling yourself your dreams will take too long? Are you telling yourself nothing will change? Because if you are saying that, then that is exactly what your next week will become. This weekend, I want you to shift from passive imagination to purposeful imagination, from wandering thoughts to directed thoughts, from reacting emotionally to creating intentionally. To stay motivated during the weekend, you must master 3 things. 1. Your imagination. 2. Your inner speech. 3. Your emotional alignment. These 3 things control everything. Now let us talk about imagination, because without imagination, motivation dies. Imagination is not fantasy. Imagination is the blueprint of your future. Every building you've seen, every great invention, every major achievement began as an invisible picture in someone's mind, and your life is no different. Your imagination is your blueprint. But the question is, do you nurture the blueprint of your life on the weekend, or do you ignore it? When the weekend arrives, don't let your mind become empty. Let it become creative. Let it become visionary. Close your eyes for a few minutes and see yourself as the person you desire to become. See the success. See the progress. See the version of you that is disciplined, powerful, confident, and aligned. Because the more clearly you see it, the faster your life moves toward it. Now, let us talk about inner speech. Your inner speech is your constant prayer. Your inner speech is your daily affirmation. Your inner speech is your identity speaking to your future. Most people speak fear inside their own minds. They speak limitation. They speak regret. They speak doubt. And then they wonder why their lives never move. You cannot rise higher than your inner speech. You cannot outperform your inner self-talk. You cannot defeat an enemy you keep strengthening with your own words. So, this weekend, I want you to guard your inner speech like a treasure. Every time a negative thought comes, contradict it immediately. Negative thought, I can't do this. Your inner speech, I am more capable than I realize. Negative thought, nothing works for me. Your inner speech, everything is aligning for my good. Negative thought, I always fail. Your inner speech, I grow, I learn, I rise, I succeed. Inner speech becomes destiny. Choose it carefully. Now we talk about something few people understand. How to feel manifestation. Neville Goddard taught that manifestation becomes real only when you can feel it, not visualize it, not wish for it, but feel it. The feeling of the wish fulfilled. This weekend, I want you to practice something powerful. Close your eyes. Imagine the thing you want most. Now don't just see it, feel it. Feel the emotion of having it. Feel the relief. Feel the gratitude. Feel the excitement. Feel the joy. Feel the confidence. Because when the emotional experience becomes real inside you, the physical manifestation begins. Emotion is the language of creation. Inner speech is the voice of creation. Imagination is the vision of creation. And weekends give you space to practice all three. Do you understand now why weekends matter so much? Do you see why successful people use weekends to reset and realign? Do you see why your motivation must be built before the week begins? Because the world does not shape you, you shape the world inside you. Now let us talk about something important. Weekend distractions. Distractions are not harmless. Distractions steal your destiny silently. They steal your motivation. They steal your imagination. They steal your inner strength. This weekend, I want you to be intentional. Limit the noise. Limit the aimless scrolling. Limit the negative conversations. Limit the things that drain your energy. Because motivation is not only about what you add, it is also about what you remove. You cannot stay motivated when your mind is exhausted. You cannot stay motivated when your energy is scattered. You cannot stay motivated when your imagination is polluted by things that don't matter. You must protect your mind like a sacred place. Next, let's talk about purpose. Purpose is your internal compass. It is the direction of your life. When you forget your purpose, motivation disappears. When you reconnect with your purpose, motivation returns instantly. This weekend, take 5 minutes to ask yourself, why do I want the things I want? Why do I want success? Why do I want growth? Why do I want change? Why do I want transformation? When your why becomes clear, your motivation becomes unstoppable. Because motivation is not about hype. Motivation is about alignment. Alignment with your future. Alignment with your belief. Alignment with your purpose. Alignment with your true self. Let me give you a truth. Many people never learn. If you master your weekend, you master your life. If you can stay motivated when the schedule is gone, if you can stay disciplined when no one is watching, if you can stay focused when the world slows down, if you can stay aligned when there is silence, then you have power that most people never develop. The weekend is your test, not of strength, not of discipline, but of identity. Who are you when the world stops? Who are you when the routine disappears? Who are you when your time becomes your own? Are you the person who falls back into old habits, or the person who rises into your future version? This weekend, I want you to rise. Rise in your thinking, rise in your belief, rise in your imagination, rise in your discipline, rise in your purpose, rise in your spirit. Because the world is not waiting to give you success. Success is waiting for you to become the kind of person who can hold it. And you become that person through inner work, through imagination, speech, and alignment. So today, choose what you imagine. Choose what you say. Choose what you feel. Choose what you allow. Choose who you are becoming. Motivation is not a feeling. Motivation is a decision. And once you decide, your weekend becomes your training ground. Your imagination becomes your weapon. Your inner speech becomes your prophecy. Your emotion becomes your fool. Your belief becomes your identity. Your purpose becomes your compass. This weekend, you are creating your next week. You are shaping your next season. You are preparing your next level. This weekend, don't escape your life. Create your life. Because when you master your inner world, your outer world has no choice but to follow. This is how you stay motivated during the weekend.